So we have seen how the planning goes into place. But well, what are some of the key things that will make your campus hiring drive stand out? So, first thing, while this seems really, really obvious, but it might be overlooked, we do recommend starting early. Remember how we said finalizing the requirement, not just that. Somebody on the chat had said, getting a slot on day one is also difficult. So make sure if you've done all your prep early, you can also fix and finalize a slot on day one with the colleges. And since campus hiring is, largely driven by academic performances as well, because, you might be looking at the GPA of the students and so on. It does help to have a certain mix of students in your candidate pool as well. That being said, make sure that you have a certain time gap between the two consecutive drives that you conduct. And there are two reasons for this. First, of course, is that you might want to finish your end-to-end process of screening, assessing, and the interview and offer rollout. When you're doing it with one college. But at the same time, before you approach the next one, you might want to look at the metrics or the success of the first drive itself in order to tweak it and then realize, how you could have done it better. Say the questions in the assessment needs to be changed, or if you see that there's a certain drop off at a particular stage, if you have a group discussion and so on, you can build on those insights so that you also increase your chances of success when you conduct your next drive. Then again, I'm sure that you must be familiar with the fact that student coordinators from campuses are sort of your best support system when you conduct the drive. And they are there to help you out and coordinate with the students. Because, of course, they're part of the system internally, so they know what works best and they will help your company hire the best students. At the same time, they also want the drive to succeed. But trust me, when we say this, we've seen that having your own system in place definitely helps instead of solely relying on student coordinators. Imagine a scenario where you have a panel interview scheduled and the candidate does not show up just because the student coordinator, say, forgot to post a message on the group, right? You would not maybe want that. That's not the best thing after all the effort that you've put in. So make sure that when so many students, so many companies are involved in the drive, you have your own systems in place. You can check with the college if it is possible to communicate with the students via email or via other mediums like WhatsApp and so on to notify and keep them apprised of how your hiring steps and process look like. And then since so much of work and to talk about repeatability and so on, do remember that anything that you decide to do, whether it is a tool that you use or the process that you design, it should be easily scalable without having any incremental costs that you cannot bear, right? So if say you have set up the process and tomorrow you want to apply it to 10 more or 15 more colleges, you should be easily able to do so. And that certainly helps because if you say, like some of you said, you did not get a slot or if you did not find the quality of candidates that you were looking for, then adding more colleges and easily reaching out to them is something that you can definitely look at.